our federal union. To perpetuate them, it is our sacred duty to preserve it. Who shall assign limits to the achievements of free minds and free hands under the protection of the glorious union? No reason to mankind, or no treason to mankind, since the organization of society would be equal in atrocity to that of him who would lift his head to destroy it. He would overthrow the noblest structure of human wisdom, which protects himself and his fellow man. He would stop the progress of free government and involve his country either in anarchy or despotism. He would extinguish the fire of liberty, which warms and animates the hearts of happy millions and invites all the nations of the earth to imitate our example. If he say that error and wrong are committed in the administration of the government, let him remember that nothing human can be perfect, and that under no other system of government revealed by heaven or devised by man has reason been allowed so free and broad a scope to combat error. Has the sword of despots proved to be a safer or surer instrument of reform in government than enlightened reason? Does he expect to find among the ruins of this union a happier abode for our swarming millions than they now have under it? Every lover of this country must shudder at the thought of the possibility of its dissolution, and will be ready to adopt the patriotic sentiment, our federal union, it must be preserved. To preserve it, the compromises which alone enabled our fathers to form a common constitution for the government and protection of so many states and distinct communities of such diversified habits, interests, and domestic institutions must be sacredly and religiously observed. Any attempt to disturb or destroy these compromises, being terms of the compact of union, can lead to none other than the most ruinous and disastrous consequences. It is a source of deep regret that in some sections of our country, misguided persons have occasionally indulged in schemes and agitations whose object is the destruction of domestic institutions existing in other sections. Institutions which existed at the adoption of the Constitution and were recognized and protected by it. All must see that if it were possible for them to be successful in attaining their object, the dissolution of the Union and the consequent destruction of our happy form of government must speedily follow.
That was good, but that dissolution kept messing me up every time it came up.